mentioned and shown yesterday, my Omtech was damaged in shipping. However, it's just really a cosmetic cover, so to speak, but I would like to get it fixed. So, one of the things you're going to hear me say a lot is, do as I say, don't do as I do. However, I'm going to go ahead and show you what my plan is today. Okay, so here we can see the damage over there, and you can see at the top here. Let's go around and get a better angle. So there you can see that piece, this piece of metal has been damaged, dented in. However, looking underneath, let's try to get a better angle for you guys from underneath. Here we can see where it's dented in. However, there is nothing there, as Omtech said, that is of any danger of any damage. However, I want to try and get this bent up. So I considered at first of going across from the metal rails and then putting some pressure and pushing it up. But having a closer look, what I see here is the hinges are actually really easy. You just pull them and then disconnect the gas straps, and then the door can come off. Now something else which really kind of irks me, or maybe it's just me, but when you pull the plastic off the cover, you can see how the plastic is actually stuck under the glass. Just stuff like that really irks me. So effectively, you're really going to have to loosen these screws to drop that glass to get all the plastic out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this door, and then we can do this plastic removal at the same time, and we'll have better access to actually pull this up a bit. And we'll show you how we're going to attempt to do that. A little tip, kind of amateurish, but it works. Just put your bolts back onto the station down there. Okay, now get this up. Now, the correct tool for this would be a sliding hammer. We're up in Australis, not much option for tools, and I'm going to see if definitely getting some success there. Yes, okay. That is actually very successful. You found out all you guys, oh my god, what is he doing? Well, we have to improvise, and we don't have a lot of tools, don't have a lot of options, so have to improvise. Well, we're back, and after a trip to a local Chinese store, came across a set of these, pretty much about the best as I could find, and they were $8. So, this is going to help me a little bit on straightening this piece over here. We have one more dent that I'd like to get out. And for that we are going to use a good old trusty hammer. And solid piece of wood. Alright, I know this is not the most prudent way to do things. However, like I keep saying, we are in the Caribbean. And we don't necessarily have all the tools we need. I think that is about as good as we're going to get it in the middle of the strip. So, we are not doing the pedal job on $400,000 Mercedes. However, we can take a look here. For the most part, we've got it pretty straight. Well, after a little bit, I didn't want to bore you with everything. What we did do is we got all this little piece of, this little thin line of plastic, which was stuck in behind the rails. So we had to remove all these screws, take this plexiglass out to get that last remaining bit of plastic on. We also found that the door had a little bit of a dent there, which we straightened, but as we can see, we have a nice level orange custom Omtech 60. So now we are going to the water chiller and set it up and start. And one thing that I have found now that I've read the instruction manual, it comes with a little ceramic test. So there's some instructions here. So apparently if you turn it on and you have a fault, there's some instructions here you have to do to plug this resistor in and then unplug it. So we'll get the chiller going and then we will go ahead and turn the laser on. I haven't really read, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't turn the laser on until I had the chiller. So I want to go ahead and get the chiller going. We'll video that in a bit. And the chiller also, you have to bleed the water and you have to get distilled water. So I'm actually going to go on a bit of a mission, and maybe I'll take you guys along to go and see if I can find distilled water in Las Terrenas. Let's go see. Maybe we'll take the new electric scooter. So we're going to go down to go try and find some distilled water, and I thought I'd take you guys for a ride of water going into Las Terrenas to find distilled water. So we're going to go into the supermarket here and try and see if we can find some distilled water, or there's also a pharmacy. I'm thinking maybe they'll have distilled water, some kind of water for babies. We're not going to film inside the store. The people they don't complain, but it's a little bit, so just respect their privacy. So we will go inside and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're back. We were lucky. I found what I believe to be purified water. My broken Spanish and my Google Translate, it seems like we've found the correct stuff. So let's make our way back to the hotel and listen to the chill cooler and get that laser going. Well, good morning to you, and today we are going to go through the chiller, and the chiller that I bought is called a TEYU Cloud Ray CW 5200. To be honest with you, they all look exactly the same. Omtech, all of them look exactly the same. All the reviews I can see were the same. This one is just substantially cheaper than the Omtech one, but it looks identical. Even the instruction manuals, I've read the two instruction manuals, they're identical. So, however, let's go ahead and just run through a few little settings. So let's just go ahead. So this is the one that I bought. It's a 5200. It is a real cooler. It's not one of the like the 3000s, which is a fake cooler. You go ahead and you fill it up here with distilled water, and I'll show you around the back in a minute about the full and low. So just some of the little settings, and I'm not going to go too much into it because they're all kind of individualized, but effectively when you want to go into the set, you hold the set and the up button for a few minutes, a few seconds, until it reaches a 0, this is on this one at any rate, and then this one you go up to 8, and then you get into the F functions, which you have to follow on your manual which one is which. I've gone ahead and set my one all up, and just to get out of here we'll just let it reset. You can hear the fans that come on. I've gone ahead and set mine at constant temperature. You can set it to ambient temperature, whereby it measures the temperature in the room and it keeps it so many degrees cooler. From everything I've read, I've gone ahead and set mine to a set temperature of 18 degrees C with a 2 degree fluctuation. And that's how I've got mine running at the moment. So, just around the back, you have a very easy to read. You've got your inlet, outlet. Obviously they go the opposite. That'll go to the inlet on the cooler and the outlet vice versa. So that comes from the machine, that goes to the machine. Other than that, pretty straightforward. Okay, so we have gone ahead and connected. Now I don't know if you guys can see, but there is some air bubbles inside here. Some air bubbles around here. What we're going to try and do, I don't know if you can see there, you can see some of the air bubbles coming through on this side. So we're going to go ahead and what I'm doing is just pinch in there. Okay. See if we can get rid of all the air bubbles. Just close the system. And at the same time, just go ahead and check your water level, because obviously there's going to be water that's going to be going into the pipe. So we're going to keep this running for a bit. See if we can get rid of all those air bubbles. Just by giving it a little pinch, you can see that we're not seeing any more air bubbles, but we still definitely have one along there. Let that one work its way out. You kind of hear and see that one going too. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and give it another little pinch. But it definitely looks like we have got a nice flow. And I'm not seeing any more air bubbles. So I'm going to let that run for a little longer, just to make sure we don't see any more air bubbles, but I believe we've got it to a point where I'm almost about ready and confident to fire up the laser. Okay, so now we are going to go down to the side and we have 3 switches. We have the laser and the bottom one is the water. So we don't have the water one. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And now we're going to come over to our keys. Let's see which one of these keys fires up the laser. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. And then switch on. And we have power, lights, resetting. I'm not seeing any errors as of yet. So far, it seems like we have got this all on. Now, I'm not sure, I believe it has a option. Let's go ahead and just see. Okay, so all our buttons seem to be working. The lights are on, all the fans seem to be running. We don't seem to be having any errors. So for today, this is where we are going to leave this video. Yes, I'm sure everybody's eager, but for you guys, the video will just continue in a few moments. For me, I've decided that I had a late night last night. Silly, our pulley, as I've told and mentioned, is 14 years old, and unfortunately she has liver cancer. However, we are assured by the vet she's in no pain or discomfort. She doesn't act like she's in discomfort. She's eating well, she goes to the bathroom well. Obviously she's spoiled. We don't allow her to, do you want to say don't allow her? Try to restrict her running in that, because you've noticed if she runs, she coughs because she builds up a bit of pressure on her lungs. So long and the short of it, last night, I'm not sure what happened, but she didn't want to go to sleep. She just wanted love. She wanted me to feed her at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, at 3 o'clock. I had to feed her. And yeah, it was just, I had nearly maybe 2 hours sleep last night. And she just wanted constant attention. She wasn't in pain. She just wanted attention. Anyway, that being said, I'm pretty exhausted from all of that, and this is pretty much where I'm going to call it a day today. Very happy with our repair. As you can see, it's it's all nice and level. The door opens and closes. Everything is nice and level. We now know that the laser switch is on. It doesn't have any error codes. So that is all good. We're going to go ahead and shut that off. And I'm going to go ahead and shut the power off. And I'm going to go ahead and shut the chiller off. And tomorrow I shall, well, tonight I'm going to do a little bit more research, just reading up on what needs to be done, and it's fine enough. I've read it a few times, but I like to read the instructions to a point, get up to that point and go, I'm old, can't remember a whole instruction manual. So tomorrow we will actually get some plexiglass, and on the plexiglass situation, excuse the mess, but I'll go over it a bit. I did quite a bit of research on this, and I'm sure you guys have, or if you haven't, but acrylic, cast acrylic, I'm not going to get into specifics, I'm just going to give everything in simple man's language. Effectively, if you could imagine, they melt a bunch of plastic plexiglass, and then they'll pour it down into a mold, and that's called extrusion acrylic, and basically they just allow this plexiglass to run. They pretty much stretch this plexiglass into basic form. I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of people commenting on, oh no, you idiot, it's this and that, but it's called extrusion, and the other one is called cast. The cast acrylic, effectively they have a mold, and they pour the melted plastic plexiglass into the mold, and then it forms inside the mold. So from everyone told me, whatever I've seen on YouTube, all the advice people have given me is that effectively if you want really good shiny acrylic that lasts in the sun, and obviously an acrylic in the Caribbean, that's what we're going to want, that cast acrylic is the best. So I was lucky enough to actually find some in the Caribbean. I have no idea the cost of it in the rest of the world. I bought 3 sheets of, I believe it was 5 mil, and 3 sheets of 4 mil, and it was $1,000 US. Like I say, I have no idea the cost of it. I just decided to get 3 sheets. Tomorrow we're going to go ahead with some cheap acrylic and go ahead and just do some test cuts and see. Simple. So this is really layman terms, the real stuff. I'm not an expert, never done this before. YouTube specialist, just watched a bunch of YouTube videos. Kind of came across the Omtech. Everybody seemed to see that as the one. Now just another little thing on the Omtech, and let's just go show you that for a moment. So that's the Omtech laser system, Omtech 60W. Now I'd originally bought the one without the foot stands, because originally I was going to keep this unit in our apartments in the city, and I was concerned about how we'd get it in the elevator and up and down. So I bought it without the stand, and now I've actually decided to move it and keep it at Las Terrenas. And in my going around, there was a whole bunch. There's actually, if you go onto Amazon, you'll see there's the red Omtech, and you can actually get the red Omtech with the 5200 chiller, the Omtech chiller, and for, I forget the price, $3,000 or something. However, doing some research, apparently the red ones are the older models, and you have to align them, and there's some issues, and the blue one is the new model, and you get the one with the auto leveling. So effectively, what the auto leveling does in layman terms, once again guys, this I'm just straightforward telling you as it is, no specifications, but effectively over here you have a button, and if you see I turn that button, I'm not sure if you guys can see, but the bed raises and lowers turning that button. Now it comes with, when you get it, we'll go a little bit more into this tomorrow. It comes with a little test sheet, but it comes with this little piece of plexiglass, and from reading the instructions you would put that there, and that is the space between the object you're going to laser and the laser. Now, why I just thought I'd run over this is, I actually wanted to get the one with the auto leveling, so you could effectively just push a button and the bed raises and lowers and the laser automatically focuses. And I had that in my shopping cart, and then I saw the red one with the chiller, and I put that one in. Then I came across and I saw the 60W that I have now, and I was like, oh wow, if I buy that one and I go ahead and buy this chiller here, and like I said guys, I'm just a newbie, ain't nothing for free. I buy everything for fair, so I'll let you know. We'll go through the actual operations of this tomorrow. But this chiller was a little bit cheaper than the Omtech one, and this combination setup, I'll give the prices tomorrow, but it basically came out to about $3,000, and in my like going backwards and forwards and choosing and taking things in and out of my Amazon cart, long and the short of it, only today did I notice when I was fixing the dent that in fact I didn't get the autofocus unit, I got the manual focus unit. A little bit bummed out about that because the difference is you just have to level it yourself, but I like little buttons, and you know what? I know I'm going to put a little motor to that, and effectively all it is just a little, we're going to have a little motor that'll fit on there, and I'm going to take it out of a linear actuator. So you're going to see that this laser engraver of mine will in fact be not auto leveling because it doesn't have the leveling sensor. However, I'll be able to raise and drop the bed by itself, where yes, I could maybe squash the laser if I pushed it up, and however, I'm going to do it later. But tomorrow we'll get onto this and we'll get this working. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video so far. If you are enjoying these videos, please hit the subscribe and like button. This is, like I said, a new channel that I'm deciding to start. People have been telling me how my life is interesting. We go back here to Young Silly is waiting for my attention, and over here I thought I'd just give you guys a little show of what Carol is up to. Carol is busy painting the logo for our restaurant, and we've decided to call it Cocktails and Crabs. Carol is quite the artiste. She's busy drawing it. Freddie Mercury are busy sitting watching her, and Carol is way over there in the swimming pool with Coco lying chilling out. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go get myself a cocktail. We don't have any crab at the moment, and I'm going to go get into the pool and have a little bit of a relax. So once again, if you're liking these videos, hit the subscribe button, the like, the notifications, and we'll get more videos together and get it all out there and make it a little bit more fun. So after a long day putting a laser printer together, we're in the pool. I have my little friend with me, my rubber ducky. Coco's busy barking, and we're going to chill in the pool for a few minutes and then go get something to eat.